Figured out that you guys can't hear me. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me now. How are we all doing? We all right? Can you hear me? Can you hear my guitar? Can you hear my voice? Is everything balanced? Or does the guitar need to be louder? Can I play the chorus of Letting You Go by... Oh... Something like that. I've never learnt that song properly. I think learned it like once in a live stream. I think you guys actually told me what to do. So I've never actually learned that one properly. Everything is sounding great as always. Thank you, Louis, and I hope you're doing well, mate. So, kind of the point of this stream is I got no videos planned this week, and my day, we were supposed to have band practice tonight, but we don't, because my drummer is sick. So I've kind of been at a lost end right now. So yeah, I figured I'd come on and just hang out. But yeah, we played a show with Lost Cause last Friday, and I got to meet my good friend Kieran, who I'd been following for years, who's from the band Ashes of Ire. Drove all the way to Sheffield to play that show, and God, it was well worth the trip. Really good night. Anyway, Kieran played his set, and afterwards he was like, "Take this pick. It's going to change everything for you." And there it goes. And it's a Dunlop Flow, 1 mil. And I was like, okay, so usually I've been using these Ernie Ball Everlasts, which I've complained many a time on my videos and stuff that these don't Everlast, but I've kind of been stuck with them for a while now because I just like the feel of them. And I found when I was putting my playing back together, because in lockdown, I when that started, I hadn't been playing guitar properly. So I started putting my playing back together, started the channel, which was kind of like a diary of my progress, if you like. And then it just grew into what it is now. And I was using like Jim Root Jazz 3 picks at the time because I thought that point would be like really articulate, but my accuracy was nowhere near where it needed to be to use those picks. And I watched an unboxing video, you know, like where they break down tracks and stuff on YouTube of somebody going through Stitches by Wage War, or it's called Stitch, I think. And the producer said Cody at the time was using those Jazz 3s, but he said I moved him over onto like normal picks with the more sort of rounded edge because they're a lot more forgiving. So I thought, okay, I'll do that then. Sounds like a good idea. And I kind of stuck with these ever since. They grind out really quickly though. But I as a rhythm guitar player, I don't fancy myself to be that tight or that great. And I could never pinpoint what it is. These just, they're good and everything. And I just thought, okay, maybe this is just how I play and I just have to make the most of it. When it comes to like super tight rhythms. Just started using this and have gone back to this really sort of like pointed edge. But it's not too pointy. It's a lot more forgiving than like a standard Jazz 3 or oversized Jazz 3. And I sat down with it yesterday, just in the morning, plugged my guitar in. And oh my God, like I've seen like such an increase in my confidence as a rhythm guitar player with this pick. Like, and I don't know if it's like a sugar pill thing, because a lot of people go, oh, new gear, it'll be a new me kind of thing. William, how's it going, man? I hope you're doing well. And yeah, this has literally just changed everything for me in the last 24 hours. So thank you, Kieran. And it all makes sense because I play really tight to the strings. There's some guys that when they hold their picks, I see them playing and they've got so much sticking out. And it just makes me like question everything, or it's made me question everything over the years, thinking to myself, like, what am I doing wrong kind of thing? And with this, because I pick so close to the strings, like I barely have any of the tips shown as possible. That small tip has just like increased my accuracy. So, it's making me use muscles that maybe I haven't been using because I guess the movement that you need to put into you playing a more sort of bigger edge there is a lot more different. But just over the last 24 hours, like stuff like galloping and stuff, which I really struggle with. You guys who've been like long time subscribers know that all that has been like a massive struggle for me over the years. But this, oh my god, it's just solved everything. So again, thank you, Kieran. And if you haven't checked his band Ashes of Fire out, you need to. If you like Vikings and stuff and beards and yeah. And the show was really good, by the way. We got the best response we've ever had. It was huge. Hair banging in the crowd and stuff like that. I was down in with the crowd for the most of it because I got a wireless system and everybody was like, hair banging and stuff. It was a really good time. So, this is a Dunlop Flow pick, William. 1 mil. And yeah, I mean, it's part of the reason why I wanted to come onto the stream because I feel so confident as a guitar player again now. And believe it or not, I'm a very unconfident guitar player. Especially when it comes to doing that stuff, Oh my god, it's effortless. Absolutely effortless. I'm absolutely over the moon. It's like this feels like, I don't know, it just feels like a new discovery all these years later into guitar playing, Particularly when I was just so dissatisfied with like my galloping and stuff like that for quite a while with all that. But it just works for me personally because it facilitates the fact that I pick so close. I barely have anything sticking out. And the grip is great. It was the grip that stood out to me straight away. So I was thinking to myself, okay, even if I don't stick with this, I really like the grip on it. So it made me think, maybe I need to investigate other picks. Similar to the Everlast, but with a little bit of a better grip. But goodness me, the grip is absolutely incredible on this thing. So, and because of that, I can't stop galloping now. Can I play Hearts Burst Into Fire, the intro? Well, I'm tuned to a drop A right now, so this is probably going to sound a little bit weird, but it's too low, man. I guess because I'm tuned down, that avoid me getting like copyright on that. So there's that for you. So riffs like that are like my favorite riffs ever, but I've always just struggled to play them. So to be able to just pick up and play that now without like this pick like sort of like catching and stuff, it's a dream come true for me. Couldn't be happier, The only thing I will say that's taken a little bit of getting used to is the pinches. I'm sure it'll come, but yeah, I'm struggling to get like pinches like exactly where I want them to be. But I'm sure that's just a feel thing, and it'll eventually come because I'm quite like a pinchy player. I like to pinch my notes a heck of a lot in my playing. And I guess that's like a Zakk Wylde thing because for many years I was the biggest Black Label Zakk Wylde fan ever. So I 100% get that from him. So yeah, just trying to get these, still trying to get used to the pinches, but other than that, this thing's absolutely incredible. See, I'm still trying to. So yeah, I want the fast gallop riffs. Hey Felix, I can do them now. Look, because I changed my pick. I'm sure with all the excitement, my arm will burn out at some point though. So you all be ready for that, and then you know it's going to be clean tones and reverb for the rest of the stream, right? um. I'm yet to explore what lead guitar playing is like with this pick as well. But I hate playing lead guitar. I hate playing guitar solos, and I've got this reputation as this guy who enjoys doing that because I do them in the covers. But that's almost like an OCD thing. You know, if I'm gonna do the song, I want to do everything. But you guys watch my face before I do a guitar solo on my videos. You'll see me like as it's coming up, just going like, "Here we go," kind of thing. I get far more out of playing tight rhythm guitar than I do out of like playing like leads and stuff. So I'm yet to sort of explore what lead playing is like with this pick. I mean, I'm sure it'll be good because it's super accurate. But as far as I'm concerned, I would rather just be I would rather just play rhythm guitar well to the best of my ability for the rest of my life. You know. But yeah, oh crap, here we go. Yeah, that is absolutely spot on. And finally, I can play Death Blooms riffs on the channel because you all know I'm in Death Blooms now. I've been well hard keeping that quiet. Well, you are an awesome rhythm guitar player already. Thank you, Felix. I really appreciate it. You're too kind. I feel like I can maybe achieve that now that I got this. Anytime I think of playing and drop, I always the Devil and I, right? Something like that. Nope. See that a week ago I couldn't just rattle that out. I'm absolutely besotted with this thing. Is that the word? Yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon. Couldn't be happier. Can you guys tell? Questions. Are you planning on doing reaction videos in the future? From Flux. Right. So I addressed this on my Q&A video for 2,000 subscribers. I get to thank you all personally now for subscribing. Get me to 2,000. Thank you so much. Right. The reaction thing was a mistake. I was still trying to like find my feet and stuff like that with the channel, and you know when you just throwing stuff at the wall to see what would stick. I did a whole bunch of Gojira reactions, which were cool. They got me a shed ton of engagement, and it certainly introduced me to that band. And I think they're great and everything. But like all of a sudden the requests came in to do more, and I was like, oh no, I'm not turning into like a reaction channel or a Gojira exclusive. And then I found as well that I didn't enjoy doing them because I hate talking to the camera, believe it or not. I hate speaking. It's not my strong suit. So a lot of the time when I do a video, I'd rather do something guitar orientated or teach something maybe, or show you guys something, or talk about something that I'm really passionate about, or just do a cover or whatever. But the reaction videos were too much of an unknown for me in regards to like whether I was actually going to like the song or not. And I'm very limited for time, believe it or not, when it comes down to making videos. So if I'm limited for time, I want to make videos that I'm more passionate about rather than, right, I'm going to listen to a song, I'm going to try and do a forced reaction, because that's what it felt like. I felt like I was forcing myself to be all sort of like exuberant and, oh, wow, this is incredible. So, yeah. And again, I mean, I don't earn a penny off of YouTube, but they're kind of like a guaranteed, copyright thing on, you know what I mean? So, I'd rather do something that was more sort of in the vein of what I've been going for. Even when the Bullet for My Valentine's stuff started to drop and I did reaction videos, because sometimes when I listen to the song, I think to myself, right, can I cover this quickly? Or is it going to take me a little bit to learn this? So, if I thought, right, this is going to take a few days for me to get down, I'd do a reaction instead, just to get something out to keep up with the hype. But even then, like, one of my favorite bands, it was like, oh man, this feels so forced, So maybe, I don't know, maybe later on, or maybe if I got more time. But they're certainly great for getting like views and subscribers and stuff, without a doubt, and engagement as well. But I felt it wasn't entertaining to watch. I didn't think it was like, the best thing that I could give to you guys. I didn't think it made for, I don't know, like it felt quite pretentious. So that's where things are up to. So it's a time thing. And it's, I suppose it's a confidence thing, I guess, as well. But yeah, so that's what we're up to on that. Hey man, since you got that BC Rich, play some Max Win riffs. Yeah, okay. Something like that. Can't stay, unfortunately, but I hope you have a great stream. Thank you for tuning in, though. I really appreciated it. Well, I really do appreciate it. See, told you guys, I'm not good at talking. Something like that. I'm trying to remember these songs. What's that one? Destroy? Something like that. Exochrist is really hard. I'm stuck at anything that does that. Digga, digga, digga. Wow. I've got a theory that because Matt Tuck's weird picking angle and stuff like that is the way it is, the riffs come out a certain way that just makes it really difficult. Really hard. I'm way behind on comments. I have to check out those Dunlop flow picks. Yes, you should. It's just changed things for me in like 24 hours. Yeah, you should try the pick, Felix. Give it a go. It's a shame doing reactions is an endless mine of content, but it just seems to not be fun. Yeah, not for me. Anyway. Oh, guys, if you could all do me a favor and hit the like button, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. Just trying to keep up with comments here. X Christ is weird. Yep. There you go. I'm seeing the likes go up. Thank you. What else is there? Somebody give me something to play. Cold. There you go. I'm sure there's more to that one though, isn't there? Nope. There you go. So hang on, let me think. I've completely blanked on how that song goes. I was just playing it. Something like that. Become the Firestorm. You're having a laugh, aren't you, Felix? That was a one-off. Do I know the whole Axeman album? I know bits and bobs. I've done a few covers of the ones that I on that old 7-string that I had. I know I know my way around the songs. Like I would love to cover Vultures, but that Sinister Gates guitar solo is 100% off the cards for me. So yeah. Oh, the breakdown maybe. Something like that. It sounds so sloppy in drop A. And then can we do the tappy thing? Hang on. I'm not about to embarrass myself. Something like this. I completely forgot it. I put a lot of time and effort into that, and I think when I purged it out of my system and did the cover, it was like, okay, we're done with that song forever now. But yeah, I really like that song a lot. Can't remember a heck of a lot of it off the top of my head though. So yeah. Do you plan to get other matte tip BC Riches in different colors? Well, 100%. There's only one other color you can get them in, which is silver, and if you can find one of those, I say good luck to you, sir. So that one that's behind me, which is the one I bought at the start of the year, it turned out that the guy I bought from that from was like a mega Matt Tuck fan, and he'd own like all like different variations of his guitars and stuff. And when I went to the door, he said, "Oh, I know you. You're that guy from YouTube who does all the bullet stuff." I said, "Yeah, yeah." He goes, "Oh, you've already got one of these, haven't you?" I said, "Yeah." And he said, "You probably want the silver one, don't you?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, I just sold it. I had one." It's like, "Oh, mate." I mean, it's cool to have two, I guess, but I'd have loved to have had the silver one. So if the silver one pops up, then maybe. But that's the only two colors you can get them in. Ofek, the guy who has the black one, that was a purple, but he spray painted it to look like mattes. So don't be misled there. They did not do any other colors apart from the ones they did for matte. Whereas they did the purple one, obviously, which is kind of like the factory line ones, I believe. They did a copper burst one, or not really a burst, but a copper sort of finish one. They've got the is sort of nasty one with the big expletive inlay on it, with like sort of like marbly silver finish. And then he had a black one with white binding and a vice versa, a white one with black binding. And I think that was it. And then I guess he had a silver one as well. And then he had the original one of these. This was not planned to be a full V. I don't know if you guys know. Originally, it was supposed to be like his Rhodes, so a V with a hernia. So this was a lot shorter. So they did one of those in silver sparkle, and my friend Gaz has currently got that now. He's got it in a case because he won it on Twitter. That was in silver. But then the factory did a misprint of a full V. And I guess it turned out he preferred like the full V rather than the weird version with the hernia and stuff. I don't know. I think it's cool and everything, like how it was originally planned, but I can see why he went for the full V. So yeah, that's all I know about on these guitars. Yeah, and yeah, you just have to wait. They do pop up. The silver ones pop up in the US quite a bit. I also know somebody who managed to get the silver one in the US quite recently. There was one of these sat in the US, but the ends of it looked like they'd been chewed by a dog, and I am not kidding. Like literally, there's bats and dings right on the edges of flying V's and stuff that you get, or extreme shaped guitars. Kind of comes with the territory. But like this thing looked like it had been mauled, and I think he only wanted I don't know, $1,000 for it or something like that with a hard case. And I was kind of weighing it up thinking, oh, well, I could get it restored and stuff like that. But then this popped up in Essex. It was a 9-hour round trip to, not this one, the one behind me, actually. It was a 9-hour round trip, but it was totally worth it. I got it for an absolute steal. So I just couldn't leave it there any longer, you know. So this guy in the chat, Voices in the Dark, is a band called Embrace the Silence. They have 2 singles out. If you like Bullet My Valentine, metalcore and stuff like that, you should go and listen to Embrace the Silence. We've got 2 videos on YouTube. One is called Theater of Broken Dreams, and that is a really, really cool song. If you like kind of like the Gravity era Bullet stompiness of those riffs, I would say. Kind of like where they were at with that and Venom, with like those really stompy kind of riffs. That's the sort of thing those guys go for, and it's really, really good. And who doesn't like German heavy metal, you know? Do I plan to get the Jacksons too? Well, I've got the white one sat under my bed right now, ready to get to play because it's one of my oldest guitars. I break it out for when I do like Screaming Fire, Poison era stuff. But as an instrument, it's quite inferior to the BC Riches. It doesn't sound that great. It's more of a novelty item at this point. Although Felix has played it, Voices of the Dark, you tell him what you thought of it. Because he came over and played it, and he seemed to get on with it. But Felix has played Jackson for a long time. So maybe he got on with it because of that. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of... I get offers for that regularly, but it's too special. I'd never let it go. So yeah, I've got that. Would I buy any of the others? Only to have them in my collection, but as instruments, I wouldn't feel like, because my guitars are tools, they all get used, right? So as instruments, I wouldn't buy one to use for stage or anything like that. And plus, like with like drop A tuning for Lost Cause and Death Blooms and stuff, I don't think they're really built to handle that kind of tuning, personally. So. Right, I'm done in drop A. Let's do a switch. And that is why I wanted another one. Because look how quick and easy that was, rather than having to go down, up and down tunings. And although I do need to tune this. So this is the one I bought from Essex at the start of the year, right? And this came out of the box. It's very dusty. Because it literally just sat in the hard case. The guy just hadn't played it. And the action is absolutely incredible on it. So this is better for all the... Way better for all that sort of stuff. The action on my other BC Rich, which is drop A, that's a lot higher just to make up for the heavier strings and the sheer velocity that I hit that thing when I play live, right? Hey, thank you, dude, for the how to play Like Bullet My Valentine. That's great. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed that video. Yeah, I really, I'm working on something else which I keep going in and out of as like a phase kind of thing. Which is going to be a lot more involved. It will be like a Patreon exclusive, that, and I'm trying to figure out what the best way to market it would be. But I'm working on something which is a lot more in depth when it comes to playing like patch. Let's put it that way, which I think a lot of people will enjoy. By the way, dude, there's a song coming along at around 210 BPM with Garps. Oh. Of course, that's a very you thing, though, Felix. Only you can do all that. One of the best rhythm guitar players out there. And what about the ESP patch? Have you tried that or are planning to? No, it doesn't really tick my boxes, that guitar. So I would 100% rather leave, those for people who would like to own one, because they are, well, you guys know how rare they are, right? But yeah, it doesn't really do anything for me, that guitar, personally. Those guitars were based off of a Dean V, an ESP V that was built for Dave Mustaine when he was with ESP for a very short stint, and then he left, and then they gave the shape to Padge, and they just modified it to be more his thing. I owned the Dean VMNT that Dave Mustaine moved on to, and that was more of a box tick for me aesthetically, and it played great. What the ESPs play like, I've got no idea, but they don't really aesthetically do it for me. So I wouldn't buy one to own one to just leave in a case. You know, again, I have to find like use for these, or if I own a guitar, you know, I need to have a use for it rather than it just sitting there, you know, because I kind of feel guilty when I'm not using it. I still have your Metallica guitar pick here at my place. I'm scared to send it with a simple letter. Okay, well, I completely forgot about that. Thanks, Felix. We'll hook up at some point, yeah, and we'll see each other, and yeah. Patch said he'd sell you one for $4,000. That's a lot of money. Something like that. These guitars are so scooped sounding. Believe it or not, the best guitar I own currently, and probably have owned sonically, is that, without a doubt, the Jim Root. It's when I plug that in after even playing my favorites, like it wipes the floor with them. It's just absolutely incredible. That's not to say I don't like these. I love them, but it's just these are very scoop sounding guitars. They're great though. Don't get me wrong. Pick, man. That is unbelievable. That riff is usually a massive struggle for me, but Christ. I'm having such a good time with this. It's changed everything. Like, look, I'm smiling. The amount of comments I've got, like, of people like, why don't you smile? Especially in the thumbnails as well. You know, it's very rare that I smile. So it must be a good thing, right? It is a Dunlop Flow, 1 mil, and the grip on it is incredible. They're more expensive. Like I've got 6 coming, but I paid like £8 for them. But I think it's going to be worth it in the long run. Do you know how to play any of the old songs like Jeff Killed John? No, I don't. I mean, I'm fully aware of that band and everything, but I don't know how to play any of the old ones. How far back can I go though with that band? Hola, how's it going, man? I hope you're doing well. Turn to Despair is probably in my top 5 songs ever. How's that one go again? I can't remember that one. What about this one? There's one for you. I found with this pick, my down picking isn't as strong as it usually would, but my my alternate picking has gone through the roof with it. So I can work on down picking because I'm a much stronger down picker than I am alternate picker, right? So I'm happy to just try and like make up for the lost ground. I'm finding that I'm having to put a little bit more effort in, but whatever, I can work on that. Down picking is no problem for me really, but alternate picking is. So the fact that this is making my alternate picking good is incredible. My English is no good. No worries, man. You are equally welcome here. Senpai Felix can teach you down picking. Yeah. Felix, you are Felix, go just guys, just go listen to Embrace the Silence. Just go listen to his playing. It's ready. We got all that going on. Also, Felix plays in nice normal tunings, unlike me. He plays in the good old standard drop C, which is source for many great songs as well. So I'm aware that A Lost Cause might be a little bit too heavy for some people and maybe a little bit too low, but if you like all that drop C stuff, again, Embrace the Silence, go check them out. Take care, Felix. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And thanks for participating. I will speak to you soon. Okay. Spanish guy. I think you're Spanish. Stick your questions down in your language, and I will translate them, and then I will get back to you. Let me just open another tab. Right. Detect language to English. There we go. Fire your questions away. I'll translate them, and I will answer them. What was I doing? Stitch, right? Or was it Stitches? That was wrong. Do I know any Avenged Sevenfold riffs? Only ones that people would probably cringe at. So know that one then. Which I know isn't Avenged Sevenfold to you guys, or to a lot of Avenged Sevenfold fans. So yeah, and then you've obviously got the Ask an Alexandria thing. Okay, question time. Time to translate. Just one sec. Right. Spanish detected. I was right. I think I guessed by hola, right? Metalcore still predominant in the USA, in Argentina. Ah, right. Okay. So I was wrong, sort of. Sorry. I do apologize. The metal scene is almost dead. Oh man, that's horrendous. Well, in the metalcore specifically in the US, I've no idea because I don't live there. I'm finding that it's new metal that's making the comeback now. Like, has anybody else noticed? Like, everybody's gone back to the, all those kind of riffs. All that sort of stuff, which is really cool. Well, I have to say that one's cool because it is cool because that's a Death Bloom song. By the way, guys, if you don't know, I joined another band, Death Blooms. Go check those out. New single is out now. So yeah, the song's called Lose Control if you want to check that out. So yeah, I don't know, to be honest with you. But I think I don't know. That's a very good question. I'll have to think about that one. Man, I am absolutely loving this thing. This is such a great pick. The only thing that I worry about is like grinding them out. Like, I grind picks like crazy because I've got such. You guys can probably tell I've got quite like a harsh attack. Yeah, it's really good. Okay, riffs. What else do we have? Any requests? I've just covered this. How can I have forgot it? Wow, that was wrong. Sorry. Wow. That's enough of that one. Can you play some bonus songs from Scream Aim Fire, like One Good Reason Why? I'm screwing this, aren't I? That's not even One Good Reason Why. That's Watching Us Die Tonight, isn't it? I covered one of them, and I don't remember which one I covered. Which one's the One Good Reason Why? Let me have a think about it. I know... Here's a question for everyone, by the way. I'm interested. How many of you guys are like new subscribers, and how many of you guys have like been here for quite a while? Let me know. I'm interested to see. Oh, and how did you find me? Was it like suggested or like actively searching for stuff or what? Which is one of my favorite Bullet songs. Here's a question about Pleasure and Pain, I think, and whether I can play it. Let me just translate for you, man. Do you know the alternate version of Pleasure and Pain? Yeah, when it was called, oh, mate, what was it called? Who Do You Think You Are? I'm pretty sure. So who do you think you are? Yeah, trying to kill someone is hard when they don't have a heart. Musically, it was still the same, but the lyrics were all different. I think Don Gilmore made him change the lyrics. Don Gilmore, the producer, hated that song. He didn't even want to put it on the record. Wow. Absolutely love that song. It's one of my favorites. It's a very difficult riff to play that. And I've got a whole lesson on that video. You guys want to check that out? I think from the video with the BC Rich, when I was just searching for videos with that guitar. So you're a recent subscriber then. Cool. Thank you for subscribing. Anything from Tampa Tampa, such an underrated album. Yeah, I agree. It was the album that got you into Bullet. Wow. Felix was the same who was on here earlier. Yeah, that album got him, and he worked his way back from there, I guess. But that album got him into the band. Yeah, there's some good songs on that album. Let me have a think. It's got the something like that. Well, you won't find any of that on that album, that's for sure. What else is on that album? I don't know how to play Truth Hurts. I don't know how to play the because it's got that thing, and I've got no idea what it does. I don't know. I remember more of that one than I thought. Leech. I know it's got a very fast down picky part in it. And it's got the something like that. Am I close? I really like the bonus, Not Invincible. Yeah, that's a 4th fret song, isn't it? It's like like that. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. Okay, I need to translate real quick. Something about church and night. Where are we? Oh, that's why. Bro, Church of Night is very underrated in the metalcore scene. Thank you so much. We knew that we had a very sort of metalcore-esque song when we were writing that, more so than the other two singles, I think. And then the next single that's coming is very different after that, actually. So yes, there's more Lost Cause coming. But thank you. I'm glad you like that song. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a really hard song to play, believe it or not. And we put it right at the end of the set list when we play it live. Like right at the end, at which point I'm burnt out and tired. So it's like, oh man, it's probably the most high energy song we've got to go out with, but it works. Something like that. Can't remember how to play my own songs. Okay, what else is there? Any suggestions, any requests? What else is on the Temper Temper album? I'm intrigued. I'm going to take a look. Okay. 2013. So that got to be like 10 years ago, right? Oh, yeah. Of course. I mean, how could I forget about... Tune again. Something like that. This one's not saying in tune today for some reason. It's misbehaving. Okay, now I'm going to use a translator. Cool, man. That's the world. Oh, yeah. Okay. That is... Gosh, you guys are really pushing me today. That's tuned up, though, isn't it? So... It's in D. That. Sorry, I keep galloping, but all I want to seem to do on this guitar, or with this pick even, is just. What is the correct way of playing in the intro for Fever on a six string? On the six string, it seems like many people don't play the open C, just the 5. Oh, are we talking about the that thing? Or are we talking about that thing? Okay, so I've sat down with this multiple times and not worked it out because it's like it goes by so quickly. Like Guitar World magazine, Total Guitar magazine did a like a Bullet My Valentine feature, and as their riff of the week, they chose that. And they taught it like that, which I don't think is right. It just doesn't. It just doesn't fall out right. I think personally, because a load of people seem to think it was. I don't think it's that either. I think it personally. I think it's starting from 3rd fret, but I'd have to sit with the track, so don't let me steer you wrong because I could be wrong. I think it's that. That's really hard. Because it is tempting to just do the 6-5-3-0 thing. I think it's that. But that's what I got from the last time I sat down with it. Whether it is that, I'm not too sure. So I'm not saying that's that for definite. But it's... So it's like 3, 6, 5, 3... 5, 3, 5, 6. Because I'm pretty sure of all the videos that I've seen them play of that one, I'm pretty sure you can see them sort of like leading into the 3rd fret. With the Bullet My Valentine solo you created, you could create Tears Don't Fall Part 3. Maybe. I don't think it's that good. I just put a load of what I seem to think that he does together. And that rhythm section I put underneath is very, you know, I mean, they've done that. That is the Poison chorus, but I'm pretty sure that chord progression popped up on Screaming Fire somewhere as well. So, yeah, it was all exemplary. You know, I wasn't looking to try and, you know, write anything that was on par with what they've done. It was just a good backdrop. So I didn't have to think about that rhythm section, you know, or I didn't want to have to think about that rhythm section because I wanted all the emphasis to be on the solo. So I just stuck that down, just like, you know, just so it worked. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. horrible riff to play because it's in threes. I suppose the sensible thing to do would be to go like down, up, down, up, down, up, but I'm so used to going down, down, down all the time. Begging for Mercy, yeah, that's a good one. There's a weird timing thing going on that part. Good song, that. Really cool song. Sometimes I jokingly say that I hope they break Matt's heart again so he creates issues out of spite. And write sad songs again. I know what you mean. From great pain comes creativity and all that, right? Got to get back to work. Thanks for the answers and riffs. Have a nice day. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And thank you for participating. I hope you have a great day of work and a great week. Thank you again. I'm listening whilst on the job. Cool, very cool. Trying to fill you guys' work time full of riffs. Oh, wow. Still trying to get used to this pick. And that riff is really unenjoyable to do. Well, I enjoy it, but it's very involved, like coming across the neck. For that album, the latest album, Matt was very much into like his very stretchy hand positions. Very much, very Machine Head, right? picking way faster than I should be, but again, these picks are just pure speed. And nerves, probably, as well. Trying to entertain everyone, right? You're fast, but how to play Tornado of Souls? Oh, mate, I've came back to that over the years. I'm never going to get there with that. Exactly. I rest my case. Yeah, I'm not even going to venture it. Is Metallica greater than Megadeth? I like both. I love Endgame. I listened to that in the car on the way to the show on Friday, and Endgame is like Megadeth's best album in my opinion. The songs are there, the production's there. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely love that album. Endgame, it's just the best sounding Megadeth album in my opinion, as well. So yeah, I know like Rust and Peace Cells and all that what they did, incredible albums, great guitar work. But for me personally, my favorite, because you get sick of listening to like the biggies, don't you know, the big hits. So for me, pushing past that, the best was Endgame. You know, with all that really chuggy guitar tone on that. Wow, yikes. Still trying to get the 72 season drifts down in my head. There's just something about 72 seasons that's like really immemorable. Like I couldn't tell you what song that is. Anybody know it? Please stay in tune. Love your channel. Found you when looking for some Bullet My Valentine tutorials. Appreciate the great riffs and energy. Thank you so much, and I'm glad you like the channel and the videos and stuff like that. I got 0 ideas for this week, so I thought I'd come on and hang out with you guys and try out this new pick that I've been massively enjoying, which has literally changed my playing over the last 24 hours. It's made me feel a lot more confident as a guitar player. But yeah, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it, and I'm glad you dig the stuff. Okay, so 72 seasons, right? Let's think of all the riffs I can think of, because that is one immemorable album for me. Not a bad album, but like I just can't. You know, like for instance, Death Magnetic. I can remember riffs off of that. You know, stuff like that. You know, I can remember riffs on that album, and then even Moth into Flame, or even Hardwired. Can remember that. You know, and then even the deeper cuts off of Hardwired. Something like that, right? And then the Here Comes Revenge. But this new album, man, I couldn't tell you Crown of Barbed Wire from Sleepwalk My Life Away. Like, I remember there's riffs. I remember riffs. There's riffs spinning around my head, you know? But, like... something like that. And what's that? That one, you know exactly what I'm on about, hopefully. And then I remember the 72 seasons, but that was a single, right? So So there's that. Okay. Next track on the album. I think it goes. Something like that. So there's that one. What else is there? Screaming Suicide I did a cover of. It's a very messy riff to play that. I did Lux Eterna when it came out, but it's fun. That's a good one. But as far as like the other riffs, there's one that's floating around my head, and I can hear it. But every time I go to play it, I can't. It's like da na now, down, down, da na na, da na now. That's it. So there's another riff that stuck out to me. The other one was something like that. There's another cool riff off the album. What's this one? Something like that. It's the one that sounds like Megadeth. I don't really care for that song. Then you've got this one. Something like that. Which is like Black Sabbath, and I love Sabbath, so that's a cool riff. That's a very cool riff. I really didn't enjoy the Lenny Kravitz thing in it. It's like, really? You've put that in there? Like, that is like a really known riff. And surely it would be like a veto. Blacken, now you're pushing me. Oh, God. I'm not sure I'm warmed up enough. Something like that. Do love that song a lot. Lappa Messiah. Absolutely love that one. Such an underrated song, and I'm so happy that they're playing that one again now. What else is there? Now I'm in Metallica mode. That's a weird riff, that. One day I'll learn that song properly. More Metallica. What is there? Hey man, do you own... Sorry, I'm reading completely wrong here. Philip says, hey man, do you have any problems with your output jack? I own the same BC Rich, and while I'm playing, the strap is pressing against the cable and cuts out the sound like a kill switch, but in an annoying way. Yeah, that's a great idea, but poorly executed. I don't have that problem with my guitars, but I can see it being a problem with certain ones that where the jack wasn't quite put in the right spot. Actually, event to tell the truth, on my other BC Rich, so this is the new one, but on my other one, this started to come loose here, and I imagine it was the strap sort of like pushing against this and pulling it out a little bit, or maybe it was the other way around, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't have any issues right now, but I can imagine it being a problem, is what I'm saying. Solutions? I don't know. It's quite, I don't know if you've been in there, but it's quite open, so it'd be quite hard to move it down. So I'd have to get back to you on that one. I'm not so sure what the solution would be there. But yeah, it's I can imagine it being a very annoying problem, 100%. Okay. Riffs. What else do we have? What's everybody into? It's funny when you put on the spot and you're like live streaming and stuff like that. Like all that comes to mind is like all the typical stuff, like battery and all that sort of stuff. Let's have a think. Suggestions? Anyone? Still trying to get my accuracy up with this pick. It's getting there, but it's not 100%. I'm running a ground for riffs here, guys. What else is there? There's more songs than this, and there's more artists than this. I'm just scrolling down my iTunes while I'm at it. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got comments coming in. Have you ever heard Hematic? It was like the Metallica of Argentina, but without international significance. Fair enough. I've actually never heard of that band. No, I'll check them out though, for sure. my arm's already starting to hurt. Just one sec, guys. My phone's going wild here. Okay, thank you. That was just in time, that text message. Save me from that part. So that is horrendous when that... It's not necessarily the first part when it goes up there. It's when it goes down. And there it goes. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. Sorry, I'm making you guys sit there while I'm going through sort of my practice routine. So I practice rhythm guitar. Generally, I like to work on Disposable Heroes because it's just it speaks for itself, right? And while I'm trialing this pick as well, it's a good, it's a good song to play. So I like to do that one for my alternate picking. When I'm in the mood, I like to do Scream Aim Fire. That song's not fun to play though. That's okay, it's just the main riff. So I like to go through those ones. I like to go through quite a few off of Master Puppets, actually. I like to do Leper Messiah like I've been doing. I like to do I like to try and do Master of Puppets again, just to keep up with my down picking. And then obviously that's got the horrible... that riff that I can't play. Which is really, really hard. So I like to go over that one as well. Go over more Metallica than Bullet and stuff like that for like my rhythm playing, obviously, because they're my teachers, right? They're the band that I sort of came from, got me into all this. So I like to go over that stuff. You know, just predominantly it's the Master of Puppets album because it's got everything in it. Battery, if I can keep up, all depends on the day. Sometimes I'll like absolutely nail it within reason, and then other days I'll go and play and it's like, yeah, it's not happening. So I don't force it at that point. I'll just go and play something else instead. But today I'm in a very sort of mood, as you guys can tell. So therefore, you know, like I want to play Battery at this point. So, you know, I want to play fast rhythm, so I'll go for it. But if I'm not in the mood for it, usually that's generally when the clean tone goes on. You know. And I'll just try playing more chilled out stuff instead. So I usually do a bit of that instead if I'm not vibing it for like the fast stuff. But today I am in the mood for the fast stuff, so. I've still got ways to go as a rhythm guitar player, and I'm very much aware of that. But again, this has been a game changer today. Thank you, Kieran, who recommended these to me. Wow. See, I've still got ways to go, right? And you all know, oh, now I know as well that I should probably be sat with the metronome while I'm doing this, which usually when I'm sat practicing, I do. I have the metronome on while I'm practicing stuff like this. But I'm not going to sit with the metronome on with you guys here, you know, because it'll just do everybody's heads in. So yeah. And any riff that I know that I can't do and I suck at, that's what I will generally practice with the metronome when I'm doing like workouts and stuff like that, like rhythm guitar workouts. So that's one that I suck at, right? And this thing. I suck massively at that, but it's one of my favorites, right? So, you know, I make exercises out of these things, you know. Oh my days. See? Asking Alexandria. It's been a while. So I sort of know that one, and then I know To the Stage was always a really good song. And then and then Enclosure, which is well easy. You don't even need a hand for that, right? It's just I think there's a and then there's another good one on that album. If I can play it. Something like that, Dabo. That's the last track on the record, I think. Reckless and Relentless is an incredible metalcore album, you know, if you're looking for that sort of thing. That's a great tone. Thank you. Are you just running through Bias? No, I'm not. I tried to get Bias to work with streaming and stuff, but I could never get it to work. I'm running through my camper right now. BC Rich into camper, into my Focusrite interface, into computer. And I'm running Colin Richardson tones currently right now. So what you're hearing is a PV6505. The old Machine Head formula, right? Or the metalcore formula coming forward from that, if you like. Asking Alexandria was a good shout. I don't listen to those guys now. I listen to the new album, and well, it's not the same anymore, is it? But like they were my jam back in the day. I used to love Asking Alexandria, like massively. So yeah, that was playing some of those riffs. Then that was a bit of a trip down memory lane for me. Yeah, I used to love all that 8/5 stuff, you know. Oh, Bring Me the Horizon. Yeah, one of my favorite bands ever, man. Do I know any of their riffs though? Off the top of my head, no. That's quite embarrassing, that, isn't it? They're like one of my favorite bands, and I can't think of any riffs that come to mind. They've always been a band that I've really more so enjoyed like listening to than actually like jamming along to and stuff. I like the That's a good one. And then I use as well, if I can find it, I use like Lee Marley's clean tones, so like, wow, we're clipping here. So yeah, I love all like his reverby clean tones and stuff. Anybody know the next part? There you go. That's a really hard riff. Do I listen to Chelsea Grin? Yeah, I do. The Self-Inflicted album is like one of the best like deathcore albums ever. Like that is, yeah, absolutely love that band. Very cool band. Okay, guys, it's been, how long is it? Over 2 hours it's been. So I'm gonna call it a day now, because I've got other stuff to do. But big thank you to everybody for participating in the stream. If you want to see more, just let me know. But I will do this a lot more. And videos and stuff like that that you want to see me do, just leave them in the comments on this video or whatever. Because I'll leave this live stream up, I guess. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. I hope you have like a great week and everything. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing. And yeah, I've had a great time today. So thank you. Right, I'm going to get out of here. So I will see you guys later. Peace.